Hey, how you doing? Pioneer League Sports Center coming up now from the Man Cave.
Turn up, turn up, turn up.
We set the tone,
Yeah.
team deeper than the baritone. Like we split the group up, how we break it bone. Better man up or get carried home.
Bye-bye.
Then we carry on with the program. If my brother's going, then I'm going, fam. Don't make promises, I want the promised land. Couldn't pass you the torch, you might burn a hand. Gotta earn it, fam. I ain't come to be friendly, demand respect. Ain't gon' give it up easy off with your head. I deserve everything I'm about to get. Leave it all on the field, don't have nothing left. Think the boy is a bluff, put me to the test. That's on God, I'm official, don't need a ref. Get your weight up, little homie, you need some reps. Meet you up on the 50, you know the rest. One reflection, one team, one goal, one dream. We taking it to another level. Team hitting harder than heavy metal. Came here for respect, ain't gon' never settle. Pioneer League, there ain't nothing better. Light it up, 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 light it up.
PFL be the show, always moving fast when we headed for the goal. Touchdown in the end zone, you already know. But we don't celebrate cause we've been there before. No ass Patterson if you could get up on the show.
Well, we finally made it into September. We are now fully fledged into the fall. Youth football has started up. We are now heading into week 3. We had some pretty good action this weekend. Checking some of the scores. Bronx Steelers 7-0 over the 10U Bronx Colts. And the 12U Bronx Colts, same score there, 1 score to 0 scores apiece. Most of the teams have not started up yet, but a couple of teams got off to a very fast start. Let's check out some highlights. We had some Steelers versus Sharks action. With 2 victories over the Sharks. Again, week 1 and week 2 action all finished up as we head into week 3. Before we head into week 3, let's take a look back. We had the New York Patriots finish up their season against Williamson Trade School. It was a very tough matchup as the Williamson Trade School team, the mechanics were really sharp on this day. And although the Patriots did come short-handed, they were not low on spirit and effort as they earned the respect of a lot of people as they came in and battled the now independent conference champions of the ECFL head on into the offseason officially, and they look forward to a great 2020 season as you can see here, has some of the championship apparel. It is available as well. Please contact us and we'll get you the information on how to get sweatshirts, sweatpants, and shirts, all with the logo on it for the Independent Conference Championship for the New York Patriots. What else going on? We were able to check out at MetLife Stadium Cardinal Hayes. Cardinal Hayes, who has separated from the pack in the New York City area, is one of the premier high school program in the Catholic school in the city. They took on St. Joseph's, which are competing on a national level as they're ranking in the nation. Actually went even higher this week. They struggled, but again, playing against very tough competition. St. Joseph's ended up winning, but again, Cardinal Hayes, great job playing in the lights in MetLife Stadium as the battle for the bridge Iona Prep got a big win against Pope John, I believe it was. So it was a great day of football for New York City, and as they went back and forth with a battle with the Jersey side of things and what have you. So they ended up winning 2 of 3, but again, St. Joe's is a very good team. We saw some Pioneer alumni doing a lot of great things. Saw over at DeWitt Clinton had some Buccaneers alumni doing some great things. We saw over at Mount St. Michael, David Hernandez, former PFL correspondent, playing varsity for Mount St. Michael's, doing an absolute fantastic job. Love to see the pictures. We'll definitely post up and head out to some of those games, check out some pictures and highlights and such. We were also able to check out some of the Patriot players who are coaching, not only coaching on the Bronx Colts, they're also coaching for Van Cortlandt Titans. They're played over at Van Cortlandt Park for their home opener. Julio Ortiz and Derek Duran leading the way over there with those guys. Coach Mack and Coach Breeze doing an amazing job. There's some pictures up on the website from that game, but again, great contest there. I was able to hold the chains and pretend like I know what I'm doing for a few. So it was an absolute great time. So that's pretty much it for this weekend. We'll get you some more highlights coming up for next weekend as, again, the fall hits and we get into big-time football. And, again, we will check out the man cave and give you a formal tour of things. The first item in the man cave that we're going to check out on this week's edition of Sports Center is the sports desk. Kind of doubles as a bar, as you can see from the bar stools. We definitely want to check this out and use these things to invite some distinguished guests. Could be alumni, could be current players. But as you can see, due to our college and career readiness dedication, we have different schools that are represented here. We have the Naval Academy, Tulane, Texas A&M, Iowa Hawkeyes, who we saw at the Pinstripe Bowl, Toledo, who we've checked out in bowl action before, Gonzaga, and the University of Maryland. A couple of spots that we stopped off in the Pioneer League travels over the course of the years. Up on the screen, especially when we have guests in here or what have you. Of course, over here we have some of our paraphernalia. We've been doing it for a few years now, including our first year where we ended up raffling off a Eli Manning signed helmet. So over here we have Ray Lewis, who signed this Sorry Ben as he sacks Ben Roethlisberger. And then down here, one of the greatest of all time, Gail Sayers, personalized to Coach Patterson. And of course we have to have some of our own personalized items through Pioneer history. So over here we have Kennedy grad, local Bronx product, Stephon Green, who we saw on Pioneer Sports Center score a touchdown. That's the glove from the game when we saw the Ravens and the Lions play down in Baltimore. Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles, another Pioneer stop at the Super Bowl. Jalen Mills signed custom artwork. Bronx Buccaneers got that from one of their auctions at one of their banquets, which is always a great time, signed by Don McPherson. So, again, as you can see, some really cool stuff over here. John Stallworth of Pittsburgh Steelers fame signed that one. This is a cool picture from when I was coaching at Kennedy High School. And of course, Vince Lombardi, special place as Coach Patterson's dad, Joe Patterson, one of the last draft picks from Vince Lombardi, 1970, Washington Redskins. Got the fridge, microwave for some popcorn, stuff like that. And a computer monitor so we could check up on things. And of course, all of this overlooks the trophy case. So next week we'll get into the trophy case and what some of that stuff means. Invite some folks down. If you're interested in coming down, send me a message. We'll come down, do some interviews and things like that. Definitely want to get out of the cave, hit some of those fields up. Columbia University is starting up pretty soon. Florida women's basketball is defending their Atlantic 10 title this year. So we look forward to that. There was a meeting the other day, had to get to check out what they got in store for this season, including their big opener against Notre Dame at home. So we definitely want to check that out. Absolute great time. So last thing, we definitely want to congratulate New York Patriots ECFL All-Stars. The All-Star list was named. I want to give you those names really quickly. We had rookie L.J. Diaz, secondary player who was absolutely phenomenal this year in ECFL competition. Great job by him. We had Kenya Wiggins, who was our Rookie of the Year last year, did an absolute great job this year. Caught some big passes, big time play again in the ECFL action. Derek Duran is aforementioned from the Van Cortlandt Titans coach. He made so many waves in the ECFL. Guys were talking about him on the forums and stuff like that. The offensive line had representation big time. Travis Wingate and also Carlos Ramirez. They both made the All-Star team, along with on the defensive line, Leonard Gunnell. Big guy, captain. Everybody, pays attention to that guy. Again, just an awesome guy, awesome, good character guy, great locker room guy as well. And last but certainly not least, he's a guy who moved around position and still stepped up to the plate and made big time plays when it mattered. And that would be Damian Harvey. Made the All-Star team as well. So 8 altogether for the New York Patriots representing the ECFL. So great job to those guys. That game will be October 19th. We have a banquet weekend, a whole weekend for the Patriots. Should be a lot of fun. Definitely get you coverage from that one. So that is pretty much it for the Man Cave. We will see you next week. Again, have a good one.